Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna take a look by unboxing Nikon's latest bokeh master, the Nikkor 135mm f1.8 PLENA lens. Now before we get started, I do want to let you know that I have a few workshops coming up very soon for the fourth quarter of 2023. Head on over to my website at robertsilverphotography.com, click on education to find out more details about my upcoming workshops. I also do now host private, online, and in-person mentorships. So if you're looking for ways to step up your photography game and get some personal advice from me, well, you can now do so. Go on ahead, head on over to, again, robertsilverphotography.com, click on education to find out more details. All right, I'm really excited about this lens. As many of you are out there, there's a lot of hype for good reason. And I already did my first impression of the specs of this lens. You go ahead and check that video out. The card should be right above. So aside from that, this is my first time actually holding it and touching it, and I'm going to put it through its paces for the next week. But right now, we're going to just do a simple unboxing. I do want to give a big shout out to one of my supportive subs out there, Anthony Good, and he actually allowed me to unbox his PLENA lens before he has. That's right. He ordered it, received it, and then literally said, Robert, why don't you do an unboxing real quick, and then I'll let you hang out with it for a week and then just give it right back. So shout out to Anthony for that. I really appreciate Anthony and all my other subs out there for continuing to support my live shows and these uploaded videos. Anyway, let's get to the unboxing. All right, so here we are. We have a nice tall black box is what we would expect. So here we are with the PLENA. Let's go ahead and open up this bad boy. Ooh-wee. Oh, I'm surprised no doves flew out of this box. So here we are. We got the warranties and whatnot. We'll put that right on over there. We have the lens cloth right here. I won't be taking that out. That's Anthony's, but I still don't feel the need. I need to take this out. So we'll put that to the side. All right. The next thing on top is the lens hood, which I always use. There is never a time I don't have a lens hood on there. There's been too many occasions where in which someone walks by, especially at a wedding, and knocks the front element, not on purpose, but it does happen. Or if you brush up against, let's say, a desk and hit it, or a chair, it can, you don't want it to directly hit that front lens element. I definitely always use that for safety purposes. Plus, when I'm shooting outdoors, it helps to keep unwanted rays, how can I say, direct rays from the sun entering that front element and creating something I may not want. So with all that said, they made this for a reason. They supply it for a reason. So I'm going to use it for every reason. So there we go. Simple lens hood. Let's get right into here. Cool. That's the bottom of the lens. So the front element is down. Here we are with the PLENA lens itself. Let me put everything over here. And here we are. Oh, yes. Wow. This build quality is superb. I could just tell. I could tell by the feeling. It's heavy, which means it has a bunch of beautiful. Take a look at this, folks. Take a look. Take a look at this bad boy. Okay? With the little PLENA signature right there. It's gorgeous. Excellent build quality is what I would expect. And being that I have the 105 macro 2.8 lens, that would be the most, how can I say, closest equivalent prime focal length that I own. And it's not even on the same stratosphere in terms of build quality. This is much heavier. It's built way, way better. That lens is a fantastic lens, but it definitely has more plastic around it. But it's a great lens. This just, as I'm moving the dials, it's very, very quiet. which is great because in case I ever decide to use this for video. I'd want that. Here is the front element of it. Take a look. Let's see if you can, like, there we go. Get some juicy stuff. You can see my softbox reflection. Okay. This has an 82mm filter thread, which is great because I have ND filter and polarizers that will fit this without a problem. This is gorgeous. Here's the rear element right there. Okay, let's see if you can see it a little bit. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's trying to get my face. There we go. So you can see it a little bit right there. It has your function button on the side, as we all know, because there's tons of product videos. You have an assign button right there if you want. No screen, as we all know, for your for, let's say, your focus. That little LCD screen. There's no LCD screen on this bad boy, which is fine. No one would really care to use it anyway. But the build quality, this thing feels like the price they charge. Honestly, for this, for what I can tell, what this lens can produce and the price that they're charging, extremely fair. I brought my 51.2 and that was about $2,300. So this to be 25, definitely expected. Now, would I get this over the 85-1.2? I could understand a place for both of those lenses, but this one I heard produces such exceptional bokeh that I may pick this one up first over the 85 just due to the characteristic of this particular lens. Of course, that's why in the next week, as I test this lens out, I'm going to bring that all to you, and then we'll really see whether I would purchase this or the 85-1.2 first. Now, both I would use for portraitures, of course. This would be an amazing, I already know just due to the compression when shooting at 135, it's going to deliver some great separation. But again, with the elements and the way that they crafted this lens, it should produce some exceptional bokeh. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to attach it to my Nikon Z8 so that you can see how it looks all together in one complete package. All right, so here we are with my Nikon Z8, and let's go ahead and attach that to the PLENA just to give a first impression of the overall balance, because that's one thing I always talk about when I talk about new lenses. I like to know how the balance is, because ultimately after a long extended period of time, good balance means I'm going to handhold it a lot more, thus use it a lot more often. So, as I could tell, it, of course, with this quality of a lens, with all the elements that are stuffed into it, it's a little front heavy, but not as front heavy as it was with the Nikon ZF, just due to the fact that the Z8 has a little bit of weight to it. And this is actually a magical combination. Take a look. It feels terrific right here. It feels terrific. This is definitely a portrait combo dream come true, quite honestly. And let's just turn this bad boy on. Let me just see what I can capture with this thing here. Let's just see. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. You know, we got to stop it down to 1.8 around here. Yeah. Awesome. So, damn, that background is destroyed. Let me just see that. Wow, golly, holy cow. Now you may not be able to see this, but take a look. Look at the background. It's absolutely obliterated. Holy cow, that's crazy. Wow, wow. I can't. I'll be using this on a photo shoot on Saturday and tomorrow actually. And holy moly, Jesus, the separation is crazy. Wow. Now, I was highly impressed with the 85, but this PLENA is on a whole nother level. I will be bringing to you my full photo shoot review of this lens later on. So you definitely want to subscribe to my channel for that. So again, this is what it looks. Matter of fact, let me take off the hood. And take off the hood. Here it is, PLENA with the Z8. Okay, so you can see for yourself. Ultimately, the size of the package. Here's like my hand for some frame of reference. Okay. It feels good. Boy, this is boy. I want to get the ZF camera, but dang, this lens feels kind of nice. I like that. I love a large element like that in the front. I'm not sure about you, but I love seeing that. And clients love seeing it too. Let's just be honest. They like that. It looks professional. They're like, dang, this guy's about to take some epic photos of me. So, all right. So that's the PLENA attached to my Nikon Z8. Now let's do a quick comparison with my 50-1.2 lens next to it side by side. Okay, so here are both the PLENA on my left and then the 50-1.2 on the right. So as far as height, the 50 is just a little bit taller. Let me take off the lens hoods actually. Let's make this scientifically accurate, of course. So put this over here. All right, there we go. We have the 50-1.2 and the 135 on the left. Okay, so it's only about, I'm gonna have to say, maybe a half inch taller on for the 50-1.2. The PLENA is wider because that's what it looks like to me. That's for sure. It looks much wider. Take a look. You be the judge. Okay. Whoop. All right, there we go. You see, this is the PLENA, the 50. Okay. So that PLENA definitely looks wider, even though they both have a 82mm filter thread. What else is there? On the 50, you have the display button because you have a display right here. You can see that. See that display? The PLENA does not have that. Otherwise, outside of that, it has your autofocus, manual. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Autofocus, manual focus button, stuff like that. This one does have that, as well as that function button I mentioned earlier. So there you go. So the really big difference in terms of features on the lens to the 50-1.2 is that 50-1.2 has a display. Weight-wise, let me see. They both have weight. I think the PLENA is slightly heavier for obvious reasons. It has more elements stuffed inside, but it is shorter than that 50. The 50 is by far my favorite prime lens that I own by Nikon. I love this 50-1.2. It's worth every freaking dollar. But don't worry, I'm leaving a link in the description section to both of these lenses for you to check out, as well as my as the Nikon Z8 if you haven't thought about it. Outside of that, that is what it is for the quick comparison of the two. Matter of fact, let's put on the lens hoods for each of them, just so that you can see what they look like with the lens hood. Because I like a lens hood, adds a little cool factor to it. That's just me. It also keeps out unwanted light and protects the front element. So there we go. When you put it on, again, about a half inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch difference, with the 50-1.2 being a little bit taller. Outside of that, there you go, which is what's really nice is they're both 82mm and you only need one filter to rule them all. So that's pretty cool. So that is just a quick comparison of these two lenses. All right, so as I said, I'm gonna do a full photo shoot review of the Nikon Nikkor 135mm f1.8 PLENA lens. So stay tuned for that video. Of course, to stay tuned, all you gotta do is subscribe to my channel. All right, so make sure you go ahead and do that, and follow me on all your social medias, your Instagrams, your Threads, your Twitters. I'm on everything. All right. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about this lens, let me know by posting your comment down below. Of course, if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more, don't forget to press that like, that subscribe, and yes, smash that bell icon to get notifications for upcoming content. I'm Robin Silver, and until next time, keep shooting and stay creative.